Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Have those few days passed yet? Or a week? I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe this video will be uploaded later. But thank you for watching. And say hello to the guest host once again. But who am I kidding? You probably know he's here if you saw the last video. Or didn't. It's Icarus.
I guess I'm a recurring character now. Oh, I'm a recurring character now.
You're a recurring character, yes, and you get let's see, no character development, no merch, and they had to change your voice actor, and yeah.
Cool. It's just like real life.
Yeah. Now enjoy it. Now let's just throw some shit and hope it works.
Yeah. So what was our last conversation about? I think I remember hearing something about like Gaga and Awakening or something.
Okay, it was basically talking about the Joker, and then no, wait, before that it was Noe and Awakening, and then into Joker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's probably gonna ruffle some feathers when they find out that like, oh, her design is blah blah blah, and I'm like, this is like this is how Japan is. You know? I feel like Japan on record has less cases of pedophilia than fucking the US does at this point. Especially with the Diddy files. The Diddy, P Diddy, whatever the fuck, the Diddy party is going fucking crazy right now, dude. It's insane.
There's a skit made by this guy called Long Beach Griffey that says P Diddy in jail, and while he's describing the horrors to the P Diddy character, the P Diddy character's off there busting a nut to all of it. It's just one of them crazy things, you know.
One of the one of my I don't want to say favorite, but like one of the good things, or not good things, but a thing that has happened that I'm glad more people have like understood, is all the hate all of us teenage boys gave Justin Bieber when he was rising to his top, and now he's just like, oh, and now that he's like involved in it, we're all like, no, bro, we didn't know, and he's just like, I'm sorry, it's just like I didn't know.
Justin Bieber
and
was
he got
a victim?
violated. He's a victim, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Bieber.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm sorry, I wish I knew. You don't deserve this. all my hate.
Hence, that is called character development and knowledge, just like most things in life. You get knowledge and information. The most important part about it is how you apply it and learn it. And if you refuse to learn it or even acknowledge it, that's where you're wrong.
Then it becomes willful malice.
Yeah.
The phrase of "there's no way this person can be that stupid" is very powerful.
Yeah.
Because it's literally down to the point of there's no way someone cannot know about this long. To the point where you have made an active effort to remain ignorant. If it's genuine, that's different. But very rarely is it genuine.
If it's genuine, you are probably influenced by something to not know.
Wow, that was quick.
Okay, see, the plan was to... Okay, now they did it. When they died. God, this game fucking was grabbing me by the balls and just taking them out, just stretching them out real far.
Hey, some people are into it.
I guess that's true. Hey, and if my balls get damaged, I don't have to get a vasectomy.
It's
So
like,
that's also
have you
plus.
have you squeezed your balls today? Go check them out. Make sure you're doing all right.
See, because with the way the economy is right now, I do not want to risk having a kid, because holy shit, that is a one-way ticket to Mr. Depp Town. In the US, I mean, in the US. In the US.
People are still gonna have kids.
Yeah.
The issue is that there's not enough kids. I.e., look at China right now, and everyone in China is freaking out because all of our guys are retiring, and there's not enough people to support them. And it's like, well, yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have a job. I don't have any money. Like, leave me alone.
And also, most countries aren't giving social incentives to have a kid. In fact, it feels like you get punished for having a kid.
I mean, Japan is. and
Yeah.
they're still struggling. Korea is, and they're still struggling.
Oh wait, the Korea thing is more the fact that they raised the men to be just misogynistic towards women, hateful, all that shit. Basically abusers. And then, for fucking Japan, it's the fact the way politics work. So, yeah.
And the workload.
Yeah. The workload is, and funny enough, the workload is just as hard, it's just as much, or less than the US apparently. Or maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's more, but they have less time off.
Yeah.
Because we get at least 2 days off. I know and I'm in like and I'm a Fed, so we get at least 2 days off every week.
Yeah.
I work for the government, but in a fun way, not in the bad way.
He's a mechanic. He gets to do Anakin Skywalker stuff.
I wish I got to do Anakin Skywalker stuff, bro. There's no job for that.
I mean, I mean, I don't know. Wait. I mean, wait. What do you have to do the Anakin Skywalker stuff? Are you a mechanic? Go build a spaceship.
That's Space Force. And even then, I don't really think the Space Force does anything. They deal with satellites and extracurriculars and stuff.
I see.
So when we get aliens, you can blame the Space Force.
Okay. I'll blame the Space Force. Okay, that one was just a dead run from the beginning. Alright, don't worry. We got this though,
I can dash cancel. Okay, that's fucking great.
Dash cancel.
Yeah, well, not dash cancel, but dash boost or boost dash. In fucking Fortnite of all things, me and somebody else figured out how to slide cancel.
Oh.
And we were figuring, like, dude, I think we're going farther than by slide canceling.
But always with the slide canceling in video games. Such a classic.
Gamers want to be able to move fast. Gamers want to be stylish.
Yeah, that's why Sakurai's a fucking Satan when it comes to making a competitive game. He knows how to make bullshit, not good shit.
Because all of Melee is literally built around fucking glitches.
No, it's exploits!
It's exploits or glitches. The entirety of Melee's movement and combat system is glitches. Okay? And he gave you parrying in Smash Ultimate, and people were like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. And then he's like, nah, it's still a party game, and put in Steve, and the entire Smash community is still fucking shaking about it. And it's like, bro.
By the way, they discovered another tech with Steve that makes him just escape kill moves that kill up. I want to shoot myself.
Adding Joker in and adding Steven is Sakurai's way of telling you, I'll be like, hey, this is still my game. You're gonna play it the way that I want you to play it.
What do you mean adding Joker? I think Joker was a great addition.
Yeah, I know.
Like if you want to talk competitive wise, he wasn't no problem. But even without Fighter Pass 2, Ultimate has some holy shit, get me the fuck out of your characters.
Like Banjo.
No. Wait, Banjo's DLC, dude. Where he is not base.
It's like Bowser up, he out of shield. Get me out of here.
Nah, that's just in Melee. Basically, there's Rob, there's Game & Watch, fucking Sonic, Snake, Fox. Those characters are choose to lose characters. You lose to those characters, you choose to lose with them. Some people are gonna say Roy. Okay, Roy's really fucking good, but he's not a choose to lose character. He's close to it, but he doesn't really qualify because you can still convincingly lose to him because bad recovery, and he has to get in versus a game where projectiles happen to be holy fucking BS sometimes.
This
But if you
just in,
don't know,
Smash Play.
but if you don't know how to deal with projectiles, then that means you were looking more at the opponent's character than you were at yourself. No, wait, I got it wrong. You were looking more at yourself than you were at the opponent's character. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Man, whatever. God, I wish people would play P Plus in Puerto Rico, but no one does. Heck, even some Ultimate players here are like, dude, no one else here plays any other thing else than fucking Ultimate. You try and introduce them to a new game, and they're like, no, I'm still gonna be playing Ultimate. They will straight up call other platform fighters gay or shit. And I'm like, buddy, you have the shittiest one right there. What's wrong with you?
It's like, it's Smash. What are you guys doing?
See, like, sure. See, like, I think a problem with me compared to the rest of all of them is that I look at Smash games not as just a competitive game. I look at them as a game as a whole. Therefore, I like Brawl more than Smash 4. And holy shit, do I look at Ultimate single player and I'm like, the fuck am I gonna do? This is Smash 4 with extra colors in it.
The Subspace Emissary is still peak.
Where's Coin Launcher? Where's Target Test? Not Target Blast, Target Test. But Brawl's Target Test was just 5 stages, yeah? But they also gave you the tools to do it with every character. So I think that was fun to do, you know? If they added more levels like that, you know? Fuck, we could have all had some fun with it. But, you know, like, the more the games go on, the more character-focused... Okay, there we go. She stopped speaking. The more character-focused they are, like, instead of, like, game-focused. But you get spirits to collect artwork of characters from past games. Oh, okay, that's nice. But that's a picture I'm collecting. But I can't blame Sakura either. This way there's more things to be put in game. So I'll let that one slide. And I think it's kind of decent sometimes.
Yeah.
But what I will not excuse, right, is the focus on World of Light, and then you look at it. This is just every single player mode from Smash 4, but with extra colors in it. It's just Smash with extra rules. Like, damn, I want to do something else. I'm playing Brawl.
Yeah, and I think that's what ultimately kills it, is that people are comparing it to Brawl, which had, you know, it forced you to use a certain amount of characters at any given time. Whereas with World of Light, once you unlock the character you want, you can really just do it with World of Light. You can just do it with that character. And there's not really... the story is a little open-ended, I feel like. People like more linear stories. Open world, open-ended games, I feel like... open-ended stories work better if there's more, like... I don't want to say interaction and variety, but I think that's what I'm going for here.
Oh, motherfuck, Suisei. She's causing too much trouble. Look, I feel like World of Light was fine, but it's just the more you play it, the more bored you can get with it. Sure, you can do Iron Mans and stuff, but like there's no boss rush. You just have to go find the boss.
Like there's no boss rush?
No, there's no boss rush.
Wow.
There's so much more that Ultimate could have had. And that I think Sakurai went a little bit too hard on leaning into its competitive aspect while at the same time fucking everyone over with it. Because they were because Nintendo's still shutting down tournaments and all that jazz. Like, let us enjoy Project M, man. You made Brawl anti-competitive. We make it competitive, and you have a problem with that? Like, is Nintendo just afraid that fans make a better competitive game than them?
Because, well, I don't know. There's a variety of reasons I could probably rattle off, but it's all speculation.
Yes, I can probably get the legal jargon. It's a game that you don't own basically, that you used assets for. It's a mod, so but the fact it was so popular, right? And people were probably thinking, oh, is this the new Smash? It was not gonna be the new Smash. Like, Nintendo has their premier esports game right there, but they refuse to acknowledge it. And they try to push Splatoon and ARMS, but they do it so poorly. I don't think people even know competitive scenes for those things exist.
I think for good reason. I mean, we've seen what happens to quote-unquote competitive games once they hit the mainstream, you know?
I think I think the whole
fucking-
esports culture is kind of killing competitive games.
Yeah. So, Nintendo not being into the competitive scene keeps them as the family-based company that they're going for. Because, I mean, they've already won the console wars at this point. Like,
No, no. If they release the Switch 2 as a more powerful Switch and reverse compatibility and all that jazz, and a better and a charging port on top, I think it was what they said, or maybe not. Actually, I can probably ignore that because I'm not a console manufacturer, nor am I a product manufacturer, so I don't know the science behind it. But basically, it said that if they just do these few things to it, then holy shit, they win. Because the fuck am I gonna buy a PS5 for when I should just be saving for a Giga Omega PC? Because that's what it seems to be nowadays. Games need Giga Omega PCs because people don't want to optimize games anymore, because they don't want to be, because they just want to release them as is.
they're big overblown graphical updates, basically.
Yeah, like I feel like once we hit graphics in the PS3 Xbox 360 era, I think that was good enough to leave it as is and just focus on making the games, you know, look good instead of graphical updates. And you know, obviously you could say processing power to make them run more things, and I will be like, hell yeah. But if all that power is just going to graphics, then what the hell's the point of making the console stronger? Like, why do you think so many people are buying older games now? They don't need updates, and you don't need to connect the fucking console to the internet, PlayStation.
And always have, you know, my shit logged in for some reason at all time.
Yeah.
For the DRM. Half of it is for like DRM purposes, and I'm like, who's gonna pirate this? Like, are you really that scared of pirates that you're just gonna put DRM when everyone has said that like fucking putting in DRM is fucking awful?
Dude, I don't know why they're so scared of it, but they also gotta realize that if it wasn't for pirating, we wouldn't have many things we do today. Many old games wouldn't have been preserved, and old movies either. Like, pirating has always been essential because media giants just get rid of media and all that stuff, you know?
I mean, look what happened with Disney when they had the Disney Vault, and they put the movies away, and they're like, no one gets to use these now. And then
Yeah, no one gets to watch them either.
Yep, and then
heck,
when
they even
release them first.
something that I hate that stream businesses are doing is that they're removing shows that don't have a physical release anywhere else. So it's like, okay, then how can I watch it? You don't. Just, oh, then I guess I'll pirate. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Why the hell not? Like, I think Gabe Newell said this quote that the consumer is not gonna pirate if they can watch it at a reasonable price and all that stuff, you know?
Piracy isn't a monetary issue. I think is what I said. It was an accessibility issue.
Yeah. And then there's the whole I saw that anime fans just being sad that fucking Crunchyroll has become what they hated. Because
yeah.
imagine starting out as a piracy website and then becoming a monopoly.
And then squandering that monopoly by refusing to do anything with it.
Yeah. It make it make sense. Someone, please. Ooh.
Oh shit, you got the big one.
Oh yeah.
Is that the last one you needed, or you need to make another one?
I think I need to make 2 more. Well, I think I need to make 2 of her, is what I meant to say. Shit. Those are both Soras.
やばいちょっといやらしい光景が繰り広がっちゃってるいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやさすがにねさすがに34ではないんですいませんけどねお願いしますよ
Okay, we got a shot for this one. Yeah.
誰がリアクションアウトえ大丈夫ですよ
Shut up, Pekora.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
shit.
piracy is an accessibility issue, not a financing issue. And going back to the Crunchyroll thing is that, when, fuck, I forget. There was a video I saw about it where, when Crunchyroll was like going to be like the mainstream for all the anime stuff, there was a silent agreement across all torrents, being like, whatever they release, you stop pirating. You
Yeah.
know, it's like you stop pirating. And anything that isn't released by Crunchyroll, you go and support the original anime makers in Japan and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, we stop pirating. So now that they're literally, I think they're like getting rid of Funimation, some shit like that, or they're going bankruptcy, whatever the hell that they're doing, and like literally just be like, you've become the one thing we said, like, they basically breached the agreement first.
It's always
And,
the media giant. It's always the fucking media giant.
What was the first line that went wrong? That one line from Dragon Maid by Lukawa.
What line?
When they said it, when she changed her outfit, and it was completely different from what the original thing was.
Oh, Solo Okayu. You're gonna love this.
You're right, I do.
You love it, right? Look at that. It's just Okayu. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna blow her head. I'm gonna blow her head wide open. You ready to see her get massacred? Cause I'm gonna do it.
Hit me. No! Absolute despair. Whoa.
Yes. But yeah, every time there seems to be like a popular anime, I think I remember a time where people were like complaining about a line change. Sometimes I'm cool with the line change if it just makes more sense for a localization standpoint. Like, heck, in Radiant Dawn, there's a localization change that I much prefer than the actual story beat from the original Japanese version. And many people do too. So, you don't plan on playing any of the Tellius games from Fire Emblem, right?
Not unless they re-release him, so people can stop charging like $200 for him.
Okay, so do you mind spoilers or not?
Not really. I kind of have an idea of what happens.
Okay, you know how Ike fights the Black Knight, right? Because,
yes.
you know, Fire Emblem Heroes, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Radiant Dawn, it's revealed that Ike fought basically the Black Knight's suit of armor, not he himself, and that the warp powder, this is also in the English version of of Radiance, that the warp powder was weakening him due to all the usage of it. That's how he teleports around. So then you're like, oh, maybe that's why Ike won, because the Black Knight was weak. And you'd be like, yeah, but then that feels like such a BS excuse. He lost because he was weak, and yet we saw what he was doing to Grail, to many armies. Oh, Okakoro, but I put Suisa in there. I realized it too late. Sorry about that, Icarus.
You're fine.
So it just basically feels like this feels like a cheap excuse. We definitely saw him speak, fight, you know, with words and all that stuff, and that the game has an alternate ending for in case your Ike sucks. So Nazir has to come in and finish the Black Knight. So that blows. But then in Radiant Dawn, right, when this whole reason is explained, just the way I told you, when you fight Ike, when you put Ike to fight the Black Knight in part 3, but the localizers actually changed this and made it that the Black Knight let Ike win because he saw how that Ike wasn't up to the skill level he wanted yet, so he did the only thing he could think of, let him win. So he come back stronger. I kind of like that, because it basically says, buddy, you are so bad. Come back when you're good.
Basically pulling a Meta Knight, being like, come back when you can put up a fight.
Yeah. And I mean, if you think about it, if the Black Knight just escaped, right? Instead of just faking his death, that would have made things a little iffy. Like, so are you really not as strong as people supposed to say you are? Because we definitely know he's strong as hell. And then in Radiant Dawn, there's also the fact that they don't find the Black Knight's body or armor in the ruins of the castle. So when you put the whole "oh, I let you win" thing, it kind of just makes more sense. Because this way, it would also explain why he was able to get out of the castle so easily, and with the armor too. And also, I might as well add this since I'm talking about Radiant Dawn. This is more of this is a headcanon of mine, because in Radiant Dawn, you can fight the Black Knight with any weapon. His blessing is gone, aka hammers are effective against him. I think this was made to make sure your Ike beats the Black Knight so you don't get soft locked, because Ike has A rank hammers at the beginning when he promotes. Or maybe, I mean, it's possible you might have used up all your hammers, so I don't know. But either way, yeah, you can, if your Ike is good enough, you can just one-hit round KO the Black Knight in Radiant Dawn, which is funny. As long as you use the hammer. Because effective damage. But the thing I wanted to say, and oh dear, they're cutting grass now. Sorry if anyone can't hear me. But my headcanon, right, is that when the Black Knight left the castle, he had taken, like, when the castle fell on him, right, in Path for Radiance, he took so much damage on it with his armor that the blessing just went away because it was too much. And I had this headcanon ever since I was a kid, and I've just been digging it ever since, you know? Like, for me, it kind of makes a lot of sense. Like, imagine having a whole castle fall on top of you. Like, your blessing would probably only protect you so much, you know?
That makes enough sense, honestly, yeah. But localization like that works fine. It's when they're changing something to fit, again, quote-unquote, the narrative. And that's what a lot of localizations have been doing. It's like, you see it happen all the time in game.
It's just, I feel like so many media companies try to promote these, you know, the they try to get the LGBTQ audience, right? But but it feels like they just do it to get media attention for the short time, only to fuck them over afterwards. Because look at Disney, or sometimes just blame the failure of a bad movie on it, so then they can, you know, just not have that representation anymore. Because representation in media is important, and we've seen this throughout in many cases. Like, you know, what if what if a kid, right, in a wheelchair saw another kid in a wheelchair in a movie do something heroic and cool? They'd feel represented. Motherfucking hell, Suisse. It's always her. I'm getting her out of here. Like, obviously, you want to feel represented, you know? Because like, if it's just, oh, look at these. These are perfect people that fit into the agenda of the society that you're in. And since you are not like any of these people, you don't fit in. So you know, representation is important. But if you just put these messages only for like a one bit of a cutoff, don't use it for anything important, like whether it be a character development or how a character does a thing, then you're just using it to bait in an audience just to screw them over, because that's numbers. And also,
yeah, and that's what people have the problem with representation. Is like, people don't don't people are okay with representation. They just want it to be done well.
Like, look at the movie Onward. They said first openly gay character, and it was just a line that said, "Oh, my wife and I my wife and I have kids." That was one line for an ugly one-off character that appears for only a minute or two. And notice that's so little, so they can cut it from the movie at any time. Like, it could be cut from the movie or redubbed, and it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, it's cut for international audiences.
Yeah. Also, I think Marine is DLC only. Don't tell me I have to buy DLC. I do not want to buy Pekora's DLC. Hold on, everyone. I'm gonna check this while I am recording.
You might have to buy the DLC.
I do not want to buy fucking the Pekora DLC.
If this gets 10 likes, you're buying the Pekora DLC.
You know what? Sure. All right, let's look at the DLC. Oh, there's a new intro too. Huh? Okay, let's see. Commentary section. When you okay, Hololive Treasure Mountain. Okay, how do I get modding as a treasure though? Okay, this isn't really answering anything. Do I really have to get the fucking the fucking What do you mean challenge? I already did the cumulative score. What's wrong with these people? Damn, maybe I do need to buy the DLC. I'm not paying $4 for Pekora. I am not paying $4 for Pekora. Now, if it were for Mio, now that would be a different thing. But I'm not paying $4 for Pekora. God damn it. I can't play with Marine.
It might have you might have to like refresh it or something, like restart it.
You know what? That is true. That is so true. Well, I guess we'll find out next week, because we already reached the 30 minutes, everyone.
Oh.
Goodbye, everybody. They're cutting grass, and I guess I can no longer record. Goodbye.